Former Lubbock County Constable C.J. Peterson has died. He was first elected constable in 2014 and took office in January of 2015, serving Precinct 4 until his resignation in 2018. Before leaving office, he was a well-known figure in Lubbock County law enforcement and later launched a political comeback bid, announcing a run for Lubbock County Commissioner Precinct 4 as a Republican in November of last year. His funeral arrangements have not yet been announced.